Deathless is an improvised cinematic narrative with live production, including music and dialogue. There is no script. This story contains violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and a darkness which may leave you doubting who you are. Proceed at your own risk.
Shake, shake, shake me awake. Rip me from slumber and fight for me, fight for me. Shake, shake, shake me awake. Rip me from slumber and fight for me, fight for me. Ache, ache, ache for me, babe. Shout from the depths that you want me to stay. Fight for me, fight for me, fight. I want you to fight for me. I want you to fight for me. Shake me away, rip me from slumber and fight for me. I want you to fight for me. For me, babe. They say stand up for the things you can't stand to lose. Despite what my heart can't feel.
Previously, on Deathless, Constantine, Esteban, and I were stuck there too. I wonder if he's still there. I can't see him. Can he hear me? We chatted a while. Stalker opened a door that I believe we were too scared to enter. Back at Cora's apartment, they returned. A new fellow is there. Talkative one. Stalker and him, they had a bit of a tussle. I wonder if they'll get along.
I think that's a perfect place to start. In the alleyway. Where are you situated? Who's in the front? Did you guys put yourselves on the map for me?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
So I'd imagine we said we went deeper into the alleyway, so the bottom of the map would be where we were headed to get out of there.
Okay. All right. I need you to choose where you heard the voice from. I'm going to let you decide which direction.
Me. Ich. Okay.
All three of you can decide.
Okay.
I mean, it's no secret things might get a little tactical, so you should, you can make your decision based on that if you'd like, is what I'm getting at.
Shit.
Let's see.
I think instinctively I will always kind of stand in front of whatever. So if we hear a voice, I would like to position myself in front, closest to where we hear it.
Okay, so then I think...
So it came up the alley like the same way we did after us. There goes my light again. I'm very sorry.
That's okay.
Every time I hit my desk, it flies.
Did everybody see that ping?
Yes.
Right there?
Yes.
So from that direction? Okay. And I know you can't see it yet, chat. Don't worry. Okay. You hear a voice coming down the alleyway. And Constantine, I need you to go ahead and roll again. Just to refresh us, our previous rolls for this encounter were the 99 from Constantine, which is doubles failure, and then the 88 from Gunner, which is also crazy doubles failure. And then Esteban, yours was a 6. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Okay. All right. So
I think I had the only 2 good rolls last week.
Yep. So just roll for me one more time.
All
Constantine. Nope, just Constantine.
Difficulty?
30.
All right.
Oh my God.
93.
Okay.
We're back.
Well. What do we have here? Deathless. Only you see this person for a second first, Esteban.
But we all hear it.
You all hear it, but only you see this person. Now, my question for you, though, and the reason why I told you guys last week and I made a certain player take their headphones off is so that I could ask this question. Would you recognize this person? Because I don't think you would.
We all split off,
That's
so
what I thought.
wouldn't.
Okay. Okay, then you do not recognize who you're looking at, but I also don't think it occurs to you that they might not see who's standing in front of you.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, I don't know if this is any of your business. I have some questions for you as well, if you'd like to go back and forth a little bit.
Are you with him? And she points to Gunner.
Yes.
When did you get here?
In this alleyway, just a little bit ago.
No, I mean in general. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, who are you? Why am I answering any of your questions? You do not seem afraid to say this word like many other people are.
Why would I be afraid?
Was ist passieren?
What do you mean?
I hear them.
Yep.
Do I hear them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
But I do not see them.
Yeah. Okay. So I had you roll for this, but I think, yep. Okay. Yeah. We got to stick with it. You rolled a 90 something. I was going to see if you could recognize it and have you roll again, but you rolled 98 or something ridiculous and a 99 before that. So I don't think you recognize this voice.
You have to wait another week to find out who it is.
Could you imagine? Sorry, what was the last thing you said? So I can respond to it? Why would I be afraid?
Yeah.
Why would I be afraid?
Well, there are 3 of us. And you do not know us. So perhaps you should be maybe just a little bit afraid to be smart.
Oh, well, there's one of me, and you don't know me. So perhaps you should be afraid.
Perhaps.
Would you like to find out?
Well, perhaps we can talk first.
Perhaps you can introduce yourself, stranger.
Ooh, okay, go ahead and roll for me, Gunner. Difficulty 40.
I would like to whisper
My
something.
body?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to whisper something to see. I mean, she may hear it, but I guess it doesn't matter.
I mean, she's a little further down the alleyway,
Right.
so
I
I'm
will
going to
say
assume
that-
if you whisper something that
I say,
only you guys can hear.
Remember, be careful with the names. Apparently, this is very important here.
Of course, my friend. Always careful.
Oh my
I
God,
rolled an
35.
otherworldly success, 35.
Okay, so your eyes will start to, as soon as you say perhaps you should introduce yourself,
Can you describe what it's like? Because you're acutely aware that this is suddenly a power that you are using or an ability that you are using. Your eyes are adjusting to this darkness that surrounds you, but also to their presence. And then you are kind of sort of snapping them into focus. They may have been cloaked, but they're no longer going to be cloaked because you are doing it. So what is that like?
It's kind of like if you were to have a flashlight and trying to locate something, and you might be looking around but just using the light, and then all of a sudden it's there, exactly where you're shining it.
Perfect.
What do I see?
What do you see is a great question. Constantine, will you please describe from your memory I believe it was a blonde southern woman that you killed on your first night here.
Oh, mein Gott. Oh, damn. Okay, question.
Mm-hmm.
Describe her as she is now, or describe her how she was then?
How she was then. There are some
'Kay.
changes, unfortunately, to how she looks now.
I'm sure. I cannot believe this is happening. Wait, what? This is crazy. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? Okay. So her hair was up in a ponytail, tied back, but it wasn't like super tightly tied back or anything. She had a sort of general coziness to her, that is, I think, unique to that sort of southern vibe, I guess, is the best way that I can describe it. She was wearing like a brown top and jeans, and she had a little purse with her, and she looked great, but she was smoking outside the bar, and it was a club, I think, and she was kind of over the fact that her friends were in there, and she wasn't really having a great time. I think she was wearing probably like a smoky eye and some lipstick, probably like an auburn deep 90s brown. Yeah.
Well, that's what she looked like before. And now she has a big gaping hole in the front of her throat. And her shirt, she's wearing the same clothes that she was wearing before, but they are stained with blood, dried blood, old blood. And her eyes look a little milky.
Oh, so she doesn't look like she healed or anything. She
No.
looks like she just stood up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you are. You know what we are.
Oh, I sure do. Do you?
Still learning.
I
And
lean
what-
close. Sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I was gonna say I lean into where Esteban is standing, and I say, "Can you see?"
See, I can see her as plain as day.
I'm sort of looking in the area where they're talking, and I'm, squinting, trying to see if I can see any
She does
flutters in
not-
the air or something.
She does not look like she should be moving, let alone talking.
Oh. All right.
She looks quite dead.
My eyes are focused on Gunnar right now. I think you had a question for me, right?
I'll sort of get into my defensive, pouncing type position. Introduce yourself, Shadow Woman.
Oh, I don't think you're ready for that. But I met you before. And I gesture towards Gunnar. That's right.
Where?
She smiles ever so slightly, and then just for a second, her eyes roll back and become completely white, and then go back again. You don't remember little old me?
Oh. I do. But, I wasn't only talking to you, was I?
I believe there's only one of me here right now. Before, there was two. This one's long dead, so it's just me and you. You'll have to forgive me for not coming to meet you in person.
Gunnar,
What
who
is
is
it
this?
you want?
I want to know. Well, at first I wanted to know if you were what I thought you were, but you actually are. First, I was a little confused. How many of there are you?
I will not tell you anything.
Fair enough. Do you know where you are?
In a sense, to an extent, we do.
And I look over to you, kind of, maybe I've been very focused on Gunnar since I said, but I'll look over to you now. All right, well, I can understand your trepidation. I can be a little intimidating at first. But I imagine you're going to need help. And if you want my help, I might be willing to provide it.
I look
Who
towards
is
Gunnar.
offering their help to us? Hmm?
Only me so far, unless you got anybody else.
No, I mean, who are you?
Like I said, I don't think you're ready for that yet.
Is it us that needs help, or is it you? And I'll
Oh,
gesture towards there.
I'm perfectly safe. Like I said, and I gesture to the body. Long dead. I'm just borrowing.
Dead.
Yeah, dead. And I think for a second, I think her eyes will go back to the white again, and then it looks like she starts to fall limp. You see any color draining from her face, you know, from it's been 24-hour corpse, I guess. It's been about 24 hours, right? 16,
Yeah.
17, something like that. Somewhere around in the 20-hour mark corpse. And then her eyes will go white again, and then she'll stand back up. being puppeteered.
Can I do?
Mm-hmm.
I know that I already rolled for this and I got a 93.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely, I know that I'm not, can I try one more time to like.
Do what? To recognize her?
See her. Cause I can't see her, right? Or
no.
Yeah.
He focused, he pulled her into focus. So you can see her now.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We can say that it took you some time so that it's only happening right now. But yeah. He used his power to pull her into focus for all of you, for you as well.
Okay,
sorry, I should have been more clear on that.
I have to be way more dramatic then.
Yep.
I stumble back.
We'll just say it happens now. Yep.
Yeah, I just and I stumble back, and I'm already pale, but now I'm like white as a ghost. How can you do this? How did you?
How did I what?
Why would you do this?
Why? Because I wanted to talk to you and I didn't want to do it in person.
I'm taking small steps backwards away from you.
Oh. I take it this was your doing. I gesture to the injuries on my body and then I point to Constantine. I didn't know that. Thank you. You know, at first I thought it's a bunch of cosplayers. Then I thought maybe it was people who got a little out of hand. Cosplayers that got too into it and then murdered some people. There's no way, I thought, no way would there be Deathless here in my territory, in my city. And yet, here you are, announcing yourselves. Threatening me.
Threatening.
Nod towards Esteban.
Oh, surely for the person who runs this city, that is barely a threat.
That's right. It doesn't mean that wasn't your intention when you were doing it.
Well, you know, a little back and forth. But if you're sensitive, I will be careful.
I have no reaction to that, really.
Can I roll to, normally I think this would be RP stuff, but can I roll to see if I'm able to get myself back under control?
Yeah, absolutely.
After this.
Anytime you want to leave anything up to the dice, I'm all for it. I love chaos of the dice.
Okay.
So absolutely, you may do that. And you can choose your own difficulty, however difficult you think it would be for you. Based on, I mean, I feel like it was a fundamental break of what you believe in, so probably more than a 50, but...
And then on top of that, the fact that my reaction just now informed this person that I had done it.
Yeah.
You know, like that I was so out of control of my own self that it gave them more information about me and like the shame that I've committed. Okay. I'm going to go with 40.
Yep, that's what I would have suggested as well.
Oh.
Oh, wow. 3.
3.
Ooh, I feel like you should get something extra. Like an ability, right? Because it's an otherworldly success. So something about controlling your poker face, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
Sick. Okay. I'm gonna call it smooth operator for now.
Yeah, that sounds good. And yes, I for those wondering, just for clarification, we are I believe we're in the alleyway or near the alleyway where Gunnar had his first encounter a couple of 12 hours ago or I don't know how long ago, but it was, everything's been happening within the span of 24 hours.
It was a day ago. It was a day ago.
Yeah, it was a day ago.
Night,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
night.
It was the previous night, yeah.
It was probably pretty late. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, so it was around 24 hours.
And he met a man that was saying things to him and then got puppeteered. So that's right.
So to be clear, this is, I'm seeing this man or?
No, you're seeing a totally different person that you don't recognize, but they're clearly dead.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
gotcha. I got
and
it.
based on Constantine's reaction and the fact that they said, "Oh, I take it you're the one responsible for this," they're just puppeteering one of the dead bodies
Just
from
another
the other
puppet.
night. Yep.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. So boring. Everything hides in the shadows when they seem to need something. Why can't you face me? Are you scared? You know what I am, don't you? So face me. Why do you bring a cold, dead body to talk to us? Face me. Show us what you are.
Go ahead and roll for me. 40 difficulty. This intimidation.
Ooh.
Partial success,
Partial
41.
success. I think you and only you see this for just a moment, a fraction of a moment. It happens so fast, only your otherworldly vampiric eyes can catch it. But the shadows behind her shadow that she's casting suddenly look for just a moment like they have 8 legs sticking out of her body.
Okay. Jesus. And I'll see that for just a moment and reconsider my bravado internally for a second.
It does, you do, what you've said seems to have bothered her though for just a moment as well on her face. She seems annoyed. Or this body seems annoyed, I should say.
Well, I believe we were coming this way just to find you in order to introduce ourselves, as it turns out. But there is some confusion as to your appearance here, as you can understand.
Are you being honest?
I am. That is why
Okay.
we came over here, to find those who he had spoken to.
Okay. And there's no, like, hidden agenda you have that you're hiding? I just need to know if I need to roll to
Well,
see
there
if I
is
can catch your vibe.
contingencies on how it goes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
okay.
if we don't like them,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
I'll try to trade body parts of them to the
That's
bartender.
the main thing that I want to know.
But generally, it's like a smaller thing because we heard about vampires
Yeah.
and we don't know any other that
Yeah.
they exist. Or like that powerful witch doesn't know they exist, and the people that came into the magic bar think they don't exist.
yeah.
So
Okay.
it is. I would say, let's say 80-20.
Okay. That's enough for her to not really notice.
Okay.
Well, I think an introduction requires names. Don't you?
Lovely to meet you. Ich bin Konstantin. And I put out my hand, and like I kind of do a little curtsy.
Constantine.
These are my friends. Have we spoken to each other about other names that we have used? No, I don't think so, right?
Just that it's not a good idea. Like he said, be careful
Yeah.
with names just a second ago. Yep.
I did give a jokey name that I wasn't serious about when we were in the Lucky Rabbit, but
What was it?
Oh,
remember?
he's gonna hate you forever.
I think it was El Cuervo.
Oh yeah.
If you made
And Gunnar, did you give
You
a
just
name?
gotta make it up,
I
Constantine.
never.
Yeah,
gave
okay,
a
okay.
name, no.
You got it, Constantine. You got it.
Yeah.
If you do it fast enough, I wouldn't interrupt. So go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God. It's the worst when you're RPing and you're like really ready to RP and you're like, yeah, let's do this. And then the moment you have to come up with a name for someone, it's like your brain
It's
just
tough.
turns to
Just
literally
shuts down.
like the toddler brain that's like, I don't know number.
I might as well just ask you, what do you want for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and all of the ideas that are immediately coming to mind are so lame, but whatever. Maybe Constantine's lame at this. This is my friend, El Shadow.
And I'm assuming you're
El
pointing to
Quavo
Esteban.
means shadow, right? Yeah. Does Quavo mean shadow?
You're
Oh.
muted.
You're muted.
Trench.
No, but that's what you said.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
this is my friend El Shadow. And
Do you want to know what? Do you want to know? Can I tell you what's how do you say shadow in Spanish?
yeah.
It's sombra, like the clan.
Yeah.
La
Oh.
Sombra.
El Sombra.
Oh, yeah.
Can I change my change my thing? Because I
Yes.
think it's canon that Constantine speaks a little bit of many languages. Okay.
It is
so
actually.
I say
Do you want to know what it means
El
then?
Sombra.
If you do know what it means, or do you want to just say that still?
I would know what it means. I think. Yeah. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
But you wouldn't know
So
what
I'll say
Cuervo
El
means.
Sombra. No.
Okay.
Well, I
Perfect. No, I'm just checking. Go.
don't. Okay. El Sombra. And then
I look very confused.
hold on.
I love this, by the way. I'm content to sit here for another 20 minutes while you figure out a name.
I know. I'm so sorry.
you're
This
good,
is
you're
so
good.
cringe. I should
It's
have.
the
Like
best.
if Meyer was here, Meyer would have been like, yeah, and I'd be like,
he's
what?
DM'd me already.
Yeah, great. But here are the names that they should tell her right now. DM her. Tell her right now.
He's written a Reddit post about
Yeah.
this scene already, breaking it down.
Okay, and then I turn to. Oh, this is so dumb. I reach out to a Gunner and I say, Eiskönig. Eiskönig.
Do I know
I
what
love that
means?
cartoon.
I don't think I do. Okay. Fantastic. Wonderful. Who told you about
And
the
yours.
names?
Oh, well. Very clever. We may be deathless, but we still have minds to work with. We picked it up.
I don't suppose you'll tell me from where.
Oh, we were just having a night out at the bars. You know, people talk.
Ooh. Go ahead and roll for me, Esteban. This one's 40
Good.
as well.
Just my normal stat.
Yep. Your mind stat for you. Mm-hmm.
78.
Bars on Bourbon Street.
Yes. I'm saying it on purpose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure what the alleyway meeting customs are around here, but you have given us no name, no reason why you are here, and you ask more and more.
Yeah, I just want to see how much I can get away with. It's not really like her to be very generous and helpful.
Oh, she wasn't. But it does not mean we did not learn anything.
All right. And you won't tell me how many of you came with. I'm trying to decide if I want to help you.
Question then. What would prevent you from helping us? Out of the goodness of your heart, you seem to be here giving us a conversation. So.
No, I'm trying to find out if it's going to benefit me at all. If it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. I'm also trying to figure out if you've been gotten to already by somebody else.
Well, I can assure you, we've not been gotten to in any meaningful way.
And you are being very honest right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your dislike for Ophidia is radiating from your bones. Okay.
Why do you assume we need help?
Maybe you don't. But I assume, running around here killing people willy-nilly. And I pause and I look at Constantine for a second. Is not how you're going to survive around here. Seems like you just showed up and started eating somebody else's table.
I promise you it was not willy-nilly.
Oh, no?
I may have been a bit nilly, at least.
No, I take such things very seriously. I will allow my
I was just going to ask
expression to reveal, and it's controlled now. I'm revealing a small bit of remorse.
I was just going to say, but I didn't want to say it in case it was, okay.
Yeah, remorse.
Confusion, I think, on her, this, dead puppet's features for just a moment. Eyes linger over you. I don't think they were expecting a vampire or a deathless or whatever to feel remorse over a kill. So I think this surprises them a little bit.
This underneath, just for RP's sake, underneath my cold exterior, I feel a pang at seeing the look of confusion on this particular face.
Yeah. Well, if you don't need my help, you don't need my help.
Let us not be hasty. There's no reason to be hasty. I think we can tell you some things as we are here for truly bizarre reasons, and there are many things we do not know about your city. I think we can all agree that we could help each other out in this situation.
Well, I have one situation I need help with. In particular,
what is that?
Urban Street.
It is a big street?
There's only one part I care about.
You have seen this web.
I made it.
Oh. Curious. I assumed it was ours.
That's the point. Surprised you could see it though. What else can you do?
As our friend said, I think we're still learning.
We can have good drinks, sing wonderful songs, and make love.
How about this? If you survive, then you can come back here 2 nights from now and we'll have a conversation face to face. What do you think?
Are you not curious? You seem the curious type.
Oh, I'm very curious. I want to see if you survive. Do we have a deal?
Is my little pal reacting in any way here?
Ooh, that is such a good question. He was sleeping, but I think at the feel of your tension, he will absolutely kind of like wake up and, kind of clutch onto you. Are you feeling like you are asking him for assistance? Like, he's reading your body right now. So if you are tense and you're like, hey, what should I, if you're calling on him, then there might be a different response.
I'm very tense, but I'm more so trying to see if he was like frantic at all and under the code, or
I
if
think he's pretty uncomfortable. You can tell he's, like clinging on to his too many fingers are probably digging into you a little bit.
So like a sudden like jolt, it woke up and then it like latched onto me like really tough. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I look to the other two. Well, if we have nothing else scheduled for that night, I cannot imagine why we wouldn't be able to go for a walk.
They want something in return.
We've already given
guarantee.
Probably in just information about how the hell we got here, why did we come here, they don't seem to know.
And we've already given a lot. I don't see how it hurts us. Yet.
Also,
We may give up information, but
they speak as if they know something will be trying to get us.
Are
so
you
that
saying
it is a gift. They're warning us already. Sorry, Gunnar.
No, it's fine. What would we have to survive?
Right, I think, perhaps this is in reference to the skeletons that have attacked us, but...
Sorry, to be clear, Gunnar, were you asking her, what do we have to survive? Or were you talking to them? That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the gold of her hair, which I can't tell, I cannot remember if she was blonde or brunette, but either way, the color from it sours, darkening like to a deep, deep black, like rot blossoming beneath her skin. Her cheekbones will sink, her lips peel back in a rictus grin. Why me? And roll initiative.
Oh, fuck, I thought it was going to be that. It didn't... We had to ask, survive what?
Oh, jeez.
What do we roll for initiative again?
You're gonna roll your body
Main
stat
stat.
unless you're
Body
using
stat.
some
I'm
sort
doing
of
body.
magic. Yeah, everyone should do body, I think.
It doesn't matter what the difficulty is, right?
Nope. We're just going best roll here.
66.
Woo! Double.
Get that out of there.
Okay. 39.
Just to hear this song again, it's worth getting our asses kicked.
It's a good one. I like it a lot.
We're going to be fighting for 2 days, apparently.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Constantine was an what? 87.
An 87.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I just have to roll.
Fuck off.
It's on the screen.
What the fuck?
It's on
Yeah.
the screen.
Fucking
Yeah.
great.
If we survive, the big if.
Oh, for those listening, I rolled a 2. Okay, so that means that I will go first. So a wet sound, like an overripe fruit splits. Splitting is the sound that you'll encounter as her hands pop back, breaking. Her bones are breaking. She's breaking her own hands. And her jaw unhinges, slack and eager. And then her shadow stretches until there are 8 legs behind her. And she's going to do an opening move. Webbing you. So I need each of you to roll your defense, please.
I'm just going to do body because I would just try to jump the hell out of the way.
Yep. However you would block. So either your physical
Difficulty?
prowess or the difficulty is going to be 40 for the whole fight unless specified otherwise.
3.
Holy shit.
98.
Okay. Oh my god! Here are all the rolls. You saved them last week for this week.
Really fucking good
This
today.
is the best you've rolled since we started playing.
Holy shit. Okay.
Crush her.
So I think we see the 8 arachnid-like legs stretch out in shadow form. One of them will grab and pin Constantine's shadow. Constantine, you cannot move when this happens. How did the other 2 in the party dodge? Please describe what we see.
Oh, I know I rolled body, but
I mean, it's an otherworldly success. If you want to have some sort of magic with it, I'm fine with it.
I think my shadow just moved out of the way.
Yep, your shadow just moves without you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can my okay? I didn't. I mean, it's a low number. It wasn't a doubles or it wasn't a 1. I was gonna ask for something since it was so low.
I mean, please, yeah, it's this is
Can
really
I push
low.
Constantine? Can my shadow push Constantine's shadow out of the way?
Yeah, I'll let you have it. Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, that was a 98, but
Yep. So I think what I think should probably happen is that just so that you as your characters can learn this information and use it for the rest of the fight, her shadow leg comes down and pins Constantine's shadow, and then your shadow comes over and just like kicks the leg off. So that way
Okay.
you guys can use the information that her shadow is able to pin, interact
I think
with you.
it definitely was like whatever my shadow is,
Yeah.
noticed it was coming and just moved.
Yep.
And then
And then kicked. So Constantine, there is a moment where her shadow comes down and pins your shadow, and you are unable to move. And then you see Esteban's shadow, which it isn't. I need to be clear. It's not actually his shadow. It's like a smaller childlike. Is that right, Esteban, or is this your
it's
shadow?
it's kind of it can change shape and it bends, but most of the time it just feels like it's younger and smaller.
Yeah.
Even if it's stretching.
Okay, so that comes over, kicks the leg out of the way, and then you are free to move. And Gunnar, what is it? How do you dodge this?
How high can I jump?
You're a vampire. You can jump pretty fucking high.
If there's something shooting at me, I just jump straight up in the air as
And so
high
your
as I
shadow
can.
is also jumping
Yeah.
up out of the way. Okay, perfect. Wow. How high do you think you jump?
I think I jump above the buildings.
Yeah, I think so
And,
too.
like,
Holy
I'm
fuck.
directly like above the alleyway, but maybe like 3 buildings worth high. And I know like most New Orleans buildings are very
Yeah.
tall, so it's probably like 6 stories,
Yeah.
7 stories.
Damn. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, and that is actually where we're pausing and switching to Cora's apartment. Don't die. You guys were in the apartment, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah, we were in the apartment and Stalker just got back and found Moog.
Oh, that's right. Yep. And,
And he decided not to kill me.
Yeah, he broke through the
wonderful.
glass door, shattered the glass everywhere. Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
For
that's
now.
Yes, you're probably going to have to pay for that. Buddy.
Yep. And Cora was just basically doing introductions and saying Moog is our new party member and
That's
is actually
right.
taking the place of Ben.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I should have made popcorn. Fuck. Okay, I'm ready.
Who's Fen?
So we'll start right where we left off the last episode, which is Cora saying he's our new, did you say like party member?
Our new group member.
Our new group member,
And
yeah.
is actually taking the place of Fen.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Who's Fen?
I'm still holding the dagger, and I'm watching Cora's movements. Does it look like she's surrounding me?
No, I think she, after coming into the room and seeing what's going on, she is kind of like this, being like, hang on, hold on. This is introductions, and here's what the situation is. She's not aggressive.
Oh, was he that blonde fellow, the short king, as it were? Is that who?
I begin to nod at the blonde and then look confused when he calls him a short king. Essentially, yeah, I nod.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yes, him. Yes. He, I look at Stalker and the knife being pointed at Cora, and then I pause for a moment. You don't think she killed him, do you? That wouldn't be a thought, because you're friends and you're party members and you trust each other implicitly, yes? Thinking about how Cora introduced me.
I look at Cora and say, you replaced Fen with this fool.
Oh, my heart. Fool. I'm not the one who owes hundreds of dollars in window repair bills, sir. It opens.
I didn't do any replacing. Fen decided to stay wherever we found ourselves.
Oh. I would like to do some sort of insight check.
On Cora?
Yes.
Okay. I've actually forgotten how we did this because I was just changing some things in the system today. I believe the way that we did this was we let her set the difficulty, right? That way she could hide if she's lying or not.
I think so.
Yep. Go for it. So you'll go ahead and roll insight. She'll set the difficulty and then give you an answer depending.
I'd say like 60 difficulty.
I failed with a 73.
That's all right. Don't beat yourself up.
If you're going to do that out of character, then I'm going to start doing it out of character too. Because I've had a response for you with every single thing you've said, but Stalker would never say that. This is absolute torture for me.
You got me so good with the it opens, man. What the fuck? Okay.
So what is that? What does that mean? I have no idea.
Oh, so you
just can't
failed. So I
read
think
it.
she's pretty unreadable.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So I narrow my eyes as I study her. I'm expected to believe that Fen abandoned our quest to find the truth, and that this stranger...
Moog. Put my index finger up. Point of order. Sorry, continue.
means us no ill will.
Well, I can't speak for him. I just know that Fen and I were in the kitchen and then we found ourselves in a different place. And after encountering him, he said he would stay behind. He said it smelled like home.
Ew. I can't imagine where it came from then. It smelled horrible.
Isn't that where you came from?
Doesn't mean I like the smell.
How can you not imagine it?
Well, I didn't come. Well, I came from there, but didn't come from there. It's very confusing. Potentially there. I found myself there. From. I'm not quite sure where I'm from now that I'm thinking about it.
What use have we of someone like this?
I'm very useful. I can feel awkward silences. I am a little bit strong, I suppose. People tend to like me anyways, although sometimes they're a little weary, but mostly they like me. And besides, I couldn't hurt you all if I wanted to. Even if I tried.
I am not looking at him while he's yapping. I'm staring at Cora.
Does your expression change at all with what he just said?
No.
I think he is tied to whatever's going on. I think somehow he might be connected to the person who brought us here.
Interesting choice of words.
And you brought him here as a prisoner, a bargaining chip.
No, I brought him here to keep an eye on him, to keep him safe, to see if he can help us.
And I you, my friend, and I you. Well, I didn't bring you here, but you know what I mean. Keep each other safe. Yeah. Eyes behind your back, as it were. Back of your head. How does that go? Yes, back of your head.
I don't know how much he knows or doesn't know, but he might have something to point us in a new direction.
You brought a pawn of our greatest enemy in our midst. Fen is gone. And you said nothing. It makes me believe any of that is true.
Well, if it helps, it really was just a last-minute decision, yeah? Although, if I were as paranoid as Sanderson is, and I heard myself say something like that, I probably wouldn't believe it either. But then, if I don't say it, then it would be...
I grab him. I grab him by the collar.
Hold on.
And I go, "Who is this Sanderson?
Oh, it's
Is
you.
he who you work for?"
A bunch of comics try to play serious vampire.
I think I'm doing a great job playing the
You're
straight
doing
man.
such a good job. You're doing such a good job.
They're strange.
Oh, fuck.
It's just what I call you, because I refuse to call you stalker, because it seems kind of derivative, and it's also, it's not the best look. Can you please let go of my collar now?
I loosen my grip slightly. And I look at Cora again. What use have we for a fool at a time like this? Explain yourself.
I'm quiet for a second, thinking about the situation, and then I look at him and ask, "Do you know what a proxy is?"
Do I?
Let's roll for it. Let's roll for it, baby. On the outset, I want to say probably not, because on your character sheet you had 0 in occult knowledge, but there's always a chance. So let's roll for it. But it's probably going to be like 20 or 30. It's got to be under that. Let's give it a roll and see what happens.
This would be mind.
Yes. That is correct.
All right, and 20?
20 or 30, yeah, we can do 30.
No, I'm doing 20.
Oh, okay.
Refuse. Oh. Failure. Double
What does
66.
that mean?
Little horns grow out of my head.
No, I think, shit. Okay.
Maybe I am Sanderson.
No, write this down. Write this down.
Okay.
Because when we switch to the B team, y'all, the person who is the proxy for Stalker is just going to start speaking this stuff, whatever he says here in a minute. So that's what's going to happen. So let's remember this moment. Take notes. All right, Stalker, go ahead. Nothing happens. But no, you don't know what a proxy is. You've never heard of that.
Explain to me what a proxy is.
I don't think I was fully aware of what it was until I saw Moog.
Hello. Ow. I bang my hand on a piece of furniture. Ow.
I'm still lightly holding, it's not a strong grip, but I am still holding your jacket. Unless you want to.
Oh, then I bang my hand on your arm then when I go to wave. Ow. Hello. Moog. Proxy. Pleasure to meet you.
Someone has gone to great lengths and used a lot of intentional magic to make... I mean, you've been here before, like a voodoo doll. They're copies. A proxy is tied to their source, but they're like an iteration of them. anything that happens to one happens to the other. They're connected. They can be used for energy, battery, whatever, but they can also be used to get to the main person.
You're telling me he is one of these things?
Yes, he is. And I have a sneaking suspicion that there's one for each of us. Not just the ones that came out of the coffins. Constantine, Gunnar, Esteban, Fen. There's one for all of us. You and me included.
And
When we were wherever we were, Fen said that he smelled me and Constantine coming down the hallway. And I gesture at Moog. Obviously, that's not me.
Oh, am I stinky? I smell myself. No, not stinky.
are you telling me he is your proxy?
Yes. And I think the others are where we left them. That's why I wanted to stay.
I may need to roll for this. I don't know.
Sure.
But I would like to give a little nick of my blade.
Oh yeah, you need to roll for that. He needs to be able to have a chance to defend himself.
On Moog's arm, somewhere non-vital.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is the defender's gonna roll. So Moog, you roll your body or magic, depending on how you want to dodge this.
Magic is mind, yeah?
Yeah. For you,
And what is-
you chose to do mind, right?
Yes.
I like that. I thought about body in the beginning, but you're right. Mind is better.
And 50 difficulty, yeah?
I'm actually
He
gonna
does
say 40.
have me.
Yeah. Like he's not like super trying, but he is good at what he does.
Failure.
Yeah.
Yep, failure.
So yeah, he nicks you.
Ow! I would have done that myself. You could have asked. Or I was thinking we could have done this really cool trick where if you had a cigarette, I could inhale the smoke and then she could exhale. There were other ways to do this, is the point.
Silence.
Oh, she.
I study the wound on his arm.
So some things have to happen ritualistically speaking for it to start working. Otherwise, you would have been feeling things this whole time. You are correct, Cora. That is how it works, but he hasn't been properly prepared yet. I was going to say lubricated, you know.
All right.
So there is no
Magically
count
lubricated. Sorry. I'm so
on
sorry.
her arm.
Oh, there is not. But Cora would know what you're trying to do, and I'm giving her an opportunity to explain should she choose to.
Yeah. I don't think I know everything about it, though. I probably have heard of the concept of proxies, but I don't think my clan used them. So I'm going off of vague knowledge and then what I've come to understand by seeing Moog.
Yeah.
But I think being a magic user, I probably understand, like, well, it can't be that simple.
Yeah.
And
I look at you expectantly.
I don't think it's that simple. Otherwise, I would be covered in paper cuts and bruises and random things if
I don't get
we were that
paper
connected.
cuts. Where did I get a paper cut from? I don't like
Gets paper
books.
cuts.
Not that many. I prefer movies or films.
Regardless, I know what I know now, seeing him. And the fact that Fen smelled Constantine makes me believe that Constantine also has a proxy. And if all of us somehow wound up in this other dimension, world, whatever you want to call it.
Oog, this is news to you, I think, correct? Yeah.
Could be, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't think, I'm sure you thought, you went into this attic of the, Chauntry, but I don't think you were expecting to fucking dimension hop. But who knows if that's if it means that way. You could just mean, we're out of the Chauntry, but yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
That amount of attention, I think this is just another sign that there are things happening outside of the scope of what we can see. Bigger things. Someone had a plan bringing us here. They obviously, if we all have proxies, potentially, it could be connected. Part of the bigger plan.
And whoever made him a proxy could use him and the others against us.
Yes. Obviously not as easily as just cutting them or, slicing their throat or anything. I don't think it's that simple. There's probably magic involved. But yes, their existence, to me, is really concerning.
I don't believe our death is their goal, at least not at first. They need us for something, probably something worse.
Worse than death.
I just look at him. I want to be very clear on my expression when I gaze upon him.
Please tell us in great detail how much you abhor this creature before you.
I think it's akin to the way that like Tony Stark.
I was just going to say the thing's spinning through my brain right now to just interrupt you and answer you the way my dad looks at me. Like just like a million things. Like, go.
There's a million different things that I can't choose.
I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm just joking.
Yeah, of course. I think I look at him like a multi-billionaire would look at a bike messenger.
Yeah. Oh, don't look at me like that. You like me. I know it. I can see it. You're looking at me. I suppose there are things worse than death then, yeah? Like forever being held by the shirt by a window breaker. Glance down at his hand. Ooh, this is getting uncomfortable. Could you please let go of my shirt? I really like this one.
Oh yeah, sorry. I would have let go when I cut your arm.
Oh,
Apologies,
thank
that
you.
wasn't
Yes.
clear.
Okay.
All right. Then I'm standing behind Cora. Now, immediately, I just go behind Cora. I take one large step and then just try to get there as quickly as possible.
Okay. We should detain him.
Well, he's not going anywhere. He doesn't live here. He doesn't know where we are.
Where am I gonna go? Home? Can't do that. New dimension.
You are in what place in your dimension?
I'm at what place in my dimension? I'm at... What do you mean?
What is it called? The land you are in.
America?
This is killing Orphan. This is killing him. This is killing him not to be able to quit back.
I just was really hoping he'd start singing "My Country, Tears of Thee," but since he doesn't,
Yes, but more specifically, what region? What state? What city?
New Orleans, of course. What about you? And your mother's maiden name, and I prattle on a bit.
Yes, I'm looking at Cora again.
I love how we've gone to the point where he just goes, I prattle on a bit.
Cora. We cannot trust him. He could find his way.
How can you go to new dimensions? It took her quite a few tries, and she had to borrow some of my power to do it. Oopsies.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of expression on my face most of the time, but my eyebrows go up slightly.
Oh, you like power?
I look at Cora again. Really?
I don't know how it happened. I don't even know if it was me. Just I was standing in the kitchen and then all of a sudden Fen was gone. And then the next thing I knew, I was with him. And then I think we came back and then it was confusing. All I know is that we left the kitchen and we're in a new place, and I don't know where that place was. The only thing that might tell us more is I heard one of them say Chantry.
I would pause for a moment at that. What does this have to do with using him like a battery?
Exactly.
You used him as a battery, yes?
I borrowed some of his power because he offered, but if he was found in a Chantry building, could it be that the Chantry are behind this? They're the ones who made him, made the rest of them? And I turn to Moog and I say, how long have you been kindred?
Let's see. It's 1995, Carrie. 5 years. Give or take, a little bit more. Why are you looking at me like that?
How possible is it that these things have been in motion for 5 years or more?
Well, don't look at me. I don't know.
Yes, well, we have that in common, it seems. If you're being truthful and you don't know where you came from or why you were made, only that you were made to feel special, from what I gathered.
Yes. Yes. Me and my friend and my brothers and sister. Yes. Special.
Well, I would say a proxy made off of an unsuspecting kindred. That is certainly a special existence, isn't it?
Well, I'd like to think so, but it's not why you were created, I think. It's what you do with it, don't you think?
You were made against your will.
I don't really think of it like that, and I put my hand up to my mouth and I take a moment to ponder. I don't... And then I stop. And then I look up, and I look at Sanderson, and I look at Cora. I feel like I'm doing all the talking, you know? What about you two? What do you enjoy doing? What about... I was led to believe there were more of you. Yeah? If
I
one
should
of...
have fight in the alleyway just for a second and then back. Because this is an anime in my head.
Are we actually switching?
No. I just said smash cut and then back. Yeah, I said smash cut and back. Yeah.
That's what I thought you
No,
meant, but then you blacked their
no.
cameras out.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's just 5 seconds of like blood spraying and punches being thrown.
And then right
Gunner
back.
in the air, screaming.
It's just him falling.
It's just like,
I envisioned Thor from Marvel Rivals when he said he was above the buildings. Anyways.
I look at Moog and say, wait, how many are in your group? You said brothers and sister.
Yes. How many are in your group?
I sigh and kind of like half roll my eyes and go, okay, you say the number at the count of 3.
Okay. If I can remember, me, Greg, can remember everyone.
I'm on it.
Because there's always one I forget.
Yep.
Conveniently.
You could count the people that you're looking at right now, too.
All right.
You know,
all right.
people in this game.
Mm-hmm. All right. On 3 then.
And just to clarify, I feel like this is something that you would need clarifying on. Not literally on 3, after 3.
So 1, 2, 3, go.
Yes.
Essentially.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Answer.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to count or am I counting? I think you should count. I'm the proxy, so you should count. I feel special enough.
2, 3, 6.
7. Oh! That doesn't math. I'm counting on my fingers. And then did I count myself twice again? No.
You're missing one.
Yes, you're short one. did one of you,
That's,
or...
why would we give you any information?
Oh, that's right. I'm the information for you. That's right. This is not a two-way street. Got it. Ask me another question.
I'm glad
Thanks,
you're
Maya.
understanding.
Yes.
Stalker, no, we are willing to give information, but forgive us if we're being cautious, and he's always cautious. I look at Stalker.
Not when it comes to entries.
That is true. And I look over at the broken window. Sigh.
Oh. And I wouldn't say anything. I'm just standing there, watching.
We're still at the point where we don't know what information is going to be useful. All information is potentially useful. You said there were 7 in your group.
Yes.
Their names may not mean anything to us, but I'm just curious. Can you name them?
I can. I smile.
Can you name them out loud, please?
I can. Smile again.
Will,
Quite pleased with myself.
please.
I'm sorry. Did you say something? I look
I
at...
said, name them.
Hey, Sanderson, go fuck yourself. I smile.
There's no
That's how
question.
this is gonna go from now on. You tell me to fuck myself. That's what I say right back to you. Oh, did your information stream get cut off? So sorry. Do a fake pout.
This is why we should imprison him.
Oh, being in an apartment locked in with you is imprisonment enough.
We're not going to imprison him. I'm standing there thinking, because me, the player, am also thinking.
I will not speak in front of him. But what he says makes sense.
And I won't speak in front of him. Because he's a little jerk, and I don't care for his attitude.
Okay, well, also, this is just a lot. I need to go find some cardboard or something to put in over that broken window. Stalker, do you know where the others are?
Yes.
And now we cut to the alleyway. That's a good time to switch.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Holy
incredible job,
cow.
you guys. All right. We are at the top of the round. Or no, I'm sorry. We're at the top of your rounds because you all dodged. All right. Who rolled the best? Other than me.
I think Gravity did.
Yep. That's right. Zams, you're up. You're the first one.
Right. So I'm still rising in the air. And I'm still in the middle of this jump. And I look down. Do I see the web still?
No. So the web was kind of centered around Bourbon Street and kind of leading towards the Hex and Hound. But once you get out this far, there's no web left.
We're by the Blood Club, so the web would be by
The web is by...
the French Quarter.
Yep, that's right. Yep, Bourbon Street in the French Quarter and by Ophidio's Bar. This is a different section.
Would I be able to see Cora's apartment from here?
I don't think so, but let's roll for it because there's always a chance that you can just know where it is. Yep, let's go ahead and roll. That's 30 difficulty. Because you are higher than the buildings.
Excuse me?
And you're up by the Blood Club. So really, you could at least see the cemetery where you guys came from. Like, that's not too far from you at all.
The blocks, actually, it's like a mile and a half. So
Fucking
it's
perfect.
pretty good distance away.
All right, yeah.
But I'm going to roll.
Let's roll for it. Well, yes, you do.
Goddamn.
24. I don't know.
How fast can I get there?
Oh, well, mile and a half. You're a vampire, though. So the fastest, this is me going, the fastest runner is about like 6 minutes, right? So I'd say a mile in 6 minutes or shorter if you're really, really sprinting. So I'm going to say 4 minutes it would take you to get there.
I reach the apex of my jump. I look down again. What do I see in the alleyway?
You see the corpse that is being reanimated by the same voice that you spoke to before, facing off against Esteban and Constantine, but probably what draws your eye is the very clear from this high up spider shadow that this woman has that spans from one side of the alleyway to the other.
So I don't see any legs or their shadows.
They're
correct?
shadowy legs, but not actual legs from her. Yeah, it's just her shadow.
I think Esteban might be able to fight this thing better than me, but the others must know. And as I start to fall, I start to glide.
Bitch, I know why you were asking for the web. You wanted to send a message. Do you want to try to send a message anyway?
I wanted to... I asked about the web because if I knew I was in this thing's like domain or their they were affected by the surrounding area, I wanted to try something, but I was really fixated on if I knew we were in the web already.
Yeah. Okay.
But the French Quarter is one way and Cora's apartment is the other.
Yep.
So I have to choose here.
Yep.
And I want to get back to the apartment.
Yep.
I want to warn the others.
All right. It's going to take you 4 minutes. Back to the fight. Esteban. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You rolled doubles. So Constantine will go next.
I did, yeah.
Yep.
But I rolled like...
You rolled a
didn't I
90,
roll-
but he got doubles. So failure doubles. So he'll go after you. Yep.
Okay. Goodness, well... I'm going to, how do I... So I'm not an offensive character. I'm like buffs, right? So I'm trying to think of how I can buff Esteban's shadow or Esteban. Sorry, I'm trying to dig into everything that I remember about Esteban so that I can find the exact right thing to do in this moment. Can I whisper into Esteban's ear and make him feel something? Like,
you can try.
Okay.
Yep.
I would like to sort of put my hand on your shoulder and whisper in your ear. I would like to whisper the Spanish for "you can do this." Like, I would like to say it for everyone. I apologize, I do not speak Spanish. So, but yeah, you can do this, basically. And I would like to whisper it into his ear, and I would like to give him the feeling of the sea on his face, like the warm weather and the smell of the sea, and sort of like a familiar feeling and of a place where he might have felt powerful and capable.
Would you like to roll for me?
Yeah.
Difficulty's 40 in the fight, unless otherwise
Okay.
specified. Yeah.
Okay. 95. Dude,
God
what
damn,
are
you
my
can't
rolls?
Get below
So
a 90.
could I argue that you do this, but because the Esteban, I don't know, I don't think you would feel powerful with that feeling, would you?
I think it could.
Oh,
but
okay.
Not with a 95,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I just meant that it's possible that he does succeed at this, but it doesn't have the intended effect, right? Because I don't think that would make you feel powerful. But if it has the possibility to do so, then
it would certainly
nothing
make my action different than what I had. Like, it would make my move would be something very specific if that worked.
Yeah.
Good or whether
yeah.
it was good or bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I think probably nothing happens. I'm sorry, Constantine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I think it makes sense.
I mean, other than you touching his shoulder gently and saying, "You can do this" in Spanish.
Yeah.
Which, who knows?
I'm giving off, I always give off an aura, so.
In Spanish, I say back, gracias. You're right. I can do this.
What do you do, Esteban?
Okay. I think that's a lot of legs
A lot of
to
legs.
try to stop. I have a terrible idea. So that thing I did, I can't do this. After he said I could do this. I'm gonna see if my shadow can grab a couple of the arms. I know that's got a lot
Roll
more.
for me. Yep.
Okay. My shadow.
If you do the standard 40, cool. But if you roll at 30, I can come in and assist you if you succeed with something cool.
If I roll low enough, I have something cool. But now I've just completely jinxed myself.
Oh my god!
Okay. Hold on, I'm
5.
DMing you.
Yep.
I'm DMing you.
Yep. Okay. Watch it be the same thing I was thinking. I would not be surprised. Holy shit, dude. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
Hold on. I mean, don't go for it yet. Hold on. Okay. Now I'm ready.
Okay, I think he's Constantine says this to me. I said, "You're right. I can do this." And I think about I say, "Oye, mijo," and I grab this, and then it doesn't do exactly what I said. I think instead it like covers me, and it runs around me, and it's spinning around, and it's I'm kind of confused and getting annoyed. And all of a sudden, it just stops. And I don't think anything happens. And then suddenly, the tentacles come back. And I'd say probably, 8.
Yeah, you rolled a 5. You can have
I think
8 tentacles come up.
tentacles come out of the sides and around my body and my back, and they're covering over it like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I look a little, oh. Thank you. You have taught me how to do something. And then I think each one grabs one of their legs.
Yep.
And holds it there.
So we've got this like fight between the spider and the other monster. But it's all in shadow. So it's the shadows on the ground that are doing this.
Yeah, it's just to kind of reach out and...
Mm-hmm.
If I rolled a 1, they were going to get inked. I am very excited.
Oh my god.
I believe you are correct, Constantine. We can do this.
Okay, Constantine, roll me a defense. 40. Mind.
Could I add something too?
Yeah, of course.
I think it's kind of like all connected on my back.
Yeah,
and if Constantine is behind me, it's kind of like creeping up over the back of my head, like onto my forehead, like it's sitting, the edge of it's sitting right here, and we'll see how long this goes.
Yeah.
98.
Jesus Christ.
Then
what the fuck?
Hey, this is balance, I guess.
Without really missing a beat. So Esteban, the tentacles come out, and it is exactly like what you saw in the crypt, right? Where you saw these tentacles come out and pull him and lift him up. It's almost as if they have a mind of their own. He seems a little confused by their presence at first, but they wrap around these spider's legs and hold her in place. And you see that she is restrained in the same way that you felt restrained when her leg stabbed your shadow. So you know in this instant she cannot move. She's paralyzed, even though nothing's touching her physical body. But she looks at you without missing a beat from that after realizing that she's been restrained. And she mouths something that you cannot quite... Do you know Latin?
That is a really good question. Because I believe it was like very normal to learn Latin in Germany in the time that I was alive.
Constantine a good church boy?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, like he was pretty good at stuff like that. So I'm gonna say yes, maybe like 50% ability. Like I don't think I can do, I'm not fluent in Latin, and I probably have forgotten a lot of it over my years, but yeah, if it's like a very well-known or just very, straightforward.
I don't know if it's well-known, but I think it's just the reason I'm giving this to you is because I feel like, again, vampires or Deathless have the supernatural physical ability as well. So for you to be able to read somebody's lips as they're mumbling something is much easier for a vampire in my brain than it would be for a normal human. And then to also compute something at that speed, with your brain, it just makes sense to me.
Can I just check something?
Yeah.
I want to check my VTM version of my character sheet, because I believe I actually also put points in occult.
Yeah, in which case, if you do, thank you. If you do have, did that not mute?
Oh, no.
Did I just
No,
sneeze?
it did.
No,
okay,
it muted, but I saw you.
We all feel your pain.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I do not have any points in occult. Never mind.
Okay.
I think I must have moved them around. Okay. Yeah.
So here's
I
what
don't know, man.
I'll
I
give
rolled
you.
a 98.
Yeah, here's what, the 98 is for the actual effect, not for you to recognize what's happening.
Okay.
So I think that what I will give you is that if you watch someone else mouth this, you'll know what it was. You'll be able to put 2 and 2 together. But for now, you don't know what they've said you know what I mean? Like if Cora were to say, if you described to Cora, this is what happened to me, and then Cora rattled off some things, watching her mouth, you could go, that's the one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm trying to
and
help
I'm
give
aware
you
of that specific. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you're watching her mouth, so she's casting a spell here. She mouths something in Latin that you don't know what's happening. But then you are right back into your kill.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I'm sorry, what?
You're right back into the kill, the act of what happened. She mouths something to you. Yep. And then you are now reliving that moment. Could you describe for us what happened again?
What happened was that I approached this woman and I looked very frightening. And we got to talking and I was so hungry. And I was trying to charm her. I was trying to get her to be comfortable enough to consent to me feeding from her, basically. Which is a funny version of consent, obviously. But I was charming her. And it wasn't working, and the hunger was just growing like it's like beyond some sort of beast or animalistic instinct. It was just singular focus. I ceased seeing or being anything else. And she became frightened. And I knew if she made a sound that I would be found out. And that she would run away. And that I wouldn't get to eat and I would be hungry forever. It would be this forever. Because I'll never die. And it will be this forever. And I cut her throat. With my hands, I just tore her throat out. And it was like a waterfall. And I wanted to bathe in it. So I tipped my head underneath the gushing of her blood and let it fall into my mouth like rain. And I'm remembering the sensations specifically. I'm not really remembering much of the details around what the street looked like, or I remember her face, her eyes wide as she stared down at me while I let her blood pour into my mouth, and as she died in my arms. And I can't remember if it even tasted good. It didn't taste good. But I was just too hungry to notice the difference. This could have been ditch water and I'd have drank it.
Thank you. Wow. That is where you are. You can roll at the end of your next turn to try to break out of this, but you are essentially paralyzed, trapped in your mind.
I am yelling, Constantine, go for the body. Kill it. You have to get rid of the woman.
We're gonna do.
If you spoke to me, I didn't hear it.
Yeah. I think we just hear it in the background, and we see Constantine standing there, kind of maybe swaying just a little bit back and forth. We're gonna do one more round before Gunnar arrives at the apartment. So Esteban, nothing happens. Constantine doesn't do anything.
appears we are on our own. And I turn back to this spider woman, Aranya. It's her turn.
No,
right?
she moved. She did a spell.
Oh, she did
on
that. Okay.
Constantine. Yeah.
Then, as I am attempting to smash this thing's head right off its shoulder, so there is nothing for the shadow to hold on to. I want to destroy the body with my body.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me. This, I think, has to be 20 or under. And the only reason I'm saying that is because you're doing the tentacles at the same time. So if you want to keep her...
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the tentacles are holding the shadow, so I can't just run up there while they're still holding, right?
That's what we're trying to determine if you can do that right now.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Because I feel like it is actually taking your power to do the tentacles.
Okay.
Yeah. So you would need to be able to...
If I feel that, then yeah.
Yeah. You'd be able to... You need to be able to do two things at once. It's possible for you to do this.
I get it, but this is the first time this is happening. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay.
They have a mind of their own, but they're sort of coming from you.
Yeah, okay. Oof.
If you fail, you will simply just stay restraining her.
Okay, so if
You're
I
not
do...
going to drop the tentacles or anything.
Right, if I do anything, like if I wanted to like let two tentacles go so I can attack her body.
We could up the percentage to 30 if you want to let two tentacles go.
Yeah, like I'm going to use the tentacles to hit her though. Hit the body.
Oh.
Like they let go of it.
Okay.
Or the...
Well, but they're holding her shadow.
I would do it. Yeah, okay, I would do it. I'll just let go of... I'm just going to try. Let's go 20. Yep. I'm just going to do it.
Yep.
While we're holding on. Then that's why I did it.
19 for those listening. Oh, okay, what does it look like? What do you do? So, to be clear, you feel that you need to have power to be able to hold the tentacles in place and then also still physically move your body, but you have it when you need it. So what do we see?
I think it's a weird feeling because I feel like even though they're grabbing on, like I'm moving like I should brace myself, but I don't have to. Like it's not taking my weight to hold it in place. Mm-hmm. And I think when I realized that, I think even though it's not taking my weight, I kind of think, oh, I can move around. I can move around. And then I go, it would be nice for a little tug to get me going in that direction. And I think there's a bit of a yank, so maybe she moves forward towards me a little bit, and I just like sprint forward, and I think really just put a boot, like, because it's a dead body.
Yep, it most certainly is.
I'm gonna put a boot right where the hole is.
In her throat?
Mm-hmm.
Oy. Okay.
It looks weak, right?
Yep. I think her head snaps. I think you snap the spine and her head falls back and is bobbing there.
Yeah, with the body still up.
With the body still up.
I figured. Okay. I guess that I'm just standing right in front of it now, right?
Yep. And Constantine, you can roll to break out of this prison you're in.
Well, you look a lot better now.
Cool. Yes. What am I rolling?
You're rolling your mind. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
28.
28.
How do you break out of
finally.
This? Holy shit, dude.
Even though this thing happened to me.
I'm sorry.
And it's never...
It didn't happen to you. You did this to someone else.
Yes.
I can't believe this happened to me.
How could this happen to me? She's just sitting there like drowning in this blood. Okay, sorry.
I'm talking about the feeling of hunger.
I know what you meant. And
but
also
no,
just
you're
this,
right.
This thing.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think because of the control that I was able to get earlier, There's something still in me that is activating that level of control, and I think I just white knuckle my way out of this moment.
Yeah.
Because it is abhorrent to me that I did this. I don't want to relive it. So like, even though I'm reliving it, obviously, I don't. I want to get away from it as fast as possible. So I think that sort of control comes back and I'm able to pull myself out. Do I get a turn now?
That was your turn,
Or no?
unfortunately.
Okay,
Trying to break
cool.
out. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it is a 28. So I will allow you to do a second move. I think anything under a 30 right now will allow you to do something special. So why not? You are a deathless.
I would
after all.
like. Yeah. Okay. I would like to lunge forward to the body and put my hand on the back of its head, its lolling head,
Yep.
and say, "Es tut mir so leid." And then I would like to use my power to expel whoever is in this body out of this body.
How do you imagine
And I'm
that
doing-
you would do that? Yeah.
Yeah. How do I imagine I would do that?
Like where does Constantine power so far, which we know is like healing, translate to being able to expel this body out?
This body is a foreign object. It's a foreign force, or like this entity is a foreign force in this body. I know this body's life because I took it. It does not belong. It does not deserve to be used this way.
So you are restoring, you're like healing at least in,
Sorry. Yes.
Yep.
I'm like, es tut mir so leid means I'm sorry. So I am pouring all of my feeling of remorse and sorrow and apology, which obviously doesn't do anything because I fucking killed her. But just to be clear, but you know, I'm still,
Go ahead and roll for it.
That's how I'm thinking of it.
This one will be difficulty 30 or 20, man. Because this is a new way of using a power that isn't healing, that you haven't done before.
Okay.
So we'll say 30.
30?
Because I'm feeling generous. Yep.
Thank you. Come on, man. Buses in the chat.
Buses in the chat, y'all.
Oh,
59.
man. 59.
So once again,
you gotta wait for the buses. I'm just
yeah.
Good point. Good point.
It's that situation of like, you can feel that your power is malleable. You can shape it into whatever you want in this world for whatever that reason is. You can feel that in your bones, but for some reason when you go to do this, you're unable to do so. And it might not be a failing on your part. It might just be that whoever you're fighting against has a death-like grip on this body.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to make a move, and then we're switching scenes to Gunner's arrival. My move. Okay. Esteban, roll me mind defense, please.
40.
Yep.
Okay. 68.
This thing is going to try to hop into you and take you instead. So, however, there is going to be... Oh, boy. Why don't you go ahead? Yep.
Sorry, it clearly doesn't need eye contact, right? It's
no.
a joke.
Yeah. No, you're touching it, though. You touched it. Yep. So, can you describe what it feels like when this person like probes your brain and is trying to prepare to take over your body?
I think I suddenly feel like a tickle like behind my eye, and I kind of like shake it. You know, maybe it's an eyelash or something, but then it feels like more than one tickle, and then it feels like something's crawling inside my head, like crawling around and like searching for something inside my head.
Okay.
It's not even like I know it's like I realize it's not actually there, but it just feels like I need to open my skull and get these things out.
Yeah. And we switch. Back at Cora's apartment. Gunnar,
I am.
sorry.
By this point, because time is going as the fight's happening synchronous, I'm sweeping the broken glass from the window.
And fucking Gunnar comes in and breaks more glass. Sorry, I just think that's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Kool-Aid Man's through the wall.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, Gunnar, so how do you arrive? I imagine you did your leap and then you kind of, were gliding down a little bit and then you were anime running real quick.
I'm on rooftops.
Yes.
I'm jumping rooftop to rooftop, not subtly at all. I'm like using my all fours on each pounce to jump even farther towards Cora's apartment.
Okay.
And I'm making a lot of noise.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Like it's really barbaric. And yes, I come crashing through the other window of the apartment.
I stand up, I drop the broom, and I look at Cora, and I say, I'm done. Fuck, I'm done.
I come rolling in, like, right through the window in a flash. It's so fast. And I get up off the ground. And I'm looking at Moog. And I want to.
My hand quickly goes into my pocket for the lighter. Hello?
Oh, no. Oh, I was like, did we lose Zams? Zams, are you there?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
here.
okay. Oh. What a time.
I'm going to. Okay, just end the episode.
No, I want to grab your neck. And I get you up against the wall. Easy. Who the fuck are you?
I'm a Moog, and you all need to figure out better introductions than grabbing me by the neck and breaking into Cora's apartment.
And I look at Cora. Is she close by?
I'm standing there holding a piece of cardboard that I found for the one broken window. And I think I'm so startled at his entrance that I'm like staring, going, what the? And then finally kind of snap out of it and go, Gunnar, let him go. Let him go. This is Moog. We'll have
The rest are in trouble. I look pretty frantic. While I'm holding Moog against the wall, I'm looking at you and my face. I'm looking pretty distraught. Esteban, Constantine, Shadow Spider.
I'm sorry.
Shadow Spider?
We need to go. We need to help them.
Okay, yes, of course. Where? Take us.
And I let go of Moog.
I think I get used to that.
Stalker.
A voice comes from the corner of the room. Yes.
We need your help in the shadows, my friend.
Where are they?
Man, I forgot. Is my little friend doing anything?
I think he held on to you the whole ride.
He's still
and
there.
he was
I can feel
clinging
him.
very, very tight. Yeah, he's not letting go of you. Yeah. He also can feel your heart beating quickly, so he's just like trying to stay as still as possible and not bother you.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm doing this other stuff, is he still covered?
That's a great question that we'll figure out when you get back. Yeah.
If they look at him, yeah.
Will he come out of hiding.
If you would like him to, like if you open your coat, but I just imagine that you've closed it and you're running and he was holding on for dear life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you stand up, then yeah, maybe there's a little, peeking of this thing. Is it like
Is he peeking out towards Moog?
Oh, that's a great question. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you said, who are you? Yeah. So absolutely. He's also like, yeah, who are you? And so, yeah, he's come out to look at you, Moog. So Moog, you see this weird homunculus hand made from random body parts and mostly fingers and a palm, and inside the little soft area between your thumb and your index finger, there is sewn in an owl eye. It's very large, and it is looking at you. It also has some teeth sewn into it as well, in a haphazard manner. Yeah.
Hello. There. You trying. Even though I've had great practice looking at things that aren't pretty, it's still a bit.
Is that a reference to Jedi? Oh, that was good.
I'll put my hand to Moog's shoulder. Gently now. Are you a
Yes.
friend?
Do you consider Cora a friend?
And I look to Cora. And then back at Moog. Do you know how to fight?
Does Cora know how to fight?
Oh, yes.
Yes. I'm useful in a pinch.
So we're all going then. And I'll lead them back to the window.
I can't wait for Stalker to be like, no, I'm actually not going.
From the voice from the wall says we cannot trust him. But it's better to bring him than leave him behind. Now, where did you leave them? I might be able to get us there faster. If we're willing to risk it.
I mean, 4 minutes is pretty fast.
If we can get there fast, get us there.
Yeah.
But it is by the club in which you brought the blood from.
Yes. Okay. Yep. Go ahead and make a roll, Stalker. This is going to be a difficulty 30.
Do you know what I'm doing? I'm assuming you know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, I assume it's layers, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just making
Also,
sure.
Moog, don't think I didn't recognize your sneaky fucking way to find out if Cora can fight. That was very clever. And I'm just going to announce it to everyone so we can all suspect you. Can Cora fight?
He's been mining us for information this whole time. And I don't
I
like
don't know
it.
what you're talking about. I'm just a clown. I'm just a silly little idiot.
You said 30, right?
Yep, that's right. Oh my God. 44. Failure doubles. Okay.
I just want everyone to know I haven't had a successful roll in like 3 weeks. I'm going to buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If that works out, it's worth it.
44.
Yep, 44. Okay, so I think I gotta be honest with you. I think you do this thing. You're trying to open layers and get there, right? You're trying to fold space and layer yourself. You're going to succeed at folding the space, and then as soon as you get in, it spreads out again, and you're going to be trapped inside with this thing.
By myself.
No, all of you. Whoever you take with you.
Excellent.
Yep, the 4 of you are going to go into realm 0, because I don't think the failure would hit until you're there. That's the doubles of the 44. So what does it look like
Perfect.
when you do this?
What does the portal look like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it's always been. My claw-like vampire hand tears open a portal through thin air, and it's like a wound in time, and it is smoky and purple, and I tear it open wide enough for us to step through, and I walk in.
For the record, Elgakora, I much prefer your method of travel than this.
Well, at least he knows what he's doing.
All right. I walk in.
I'm
I peek
assuming.
my head out. Are you
Yeah.
coming?
Yeah.
I take a step towards the tear. And I reach a hand to Cora. We need you.
I don't take his hand, but I do follow because I wasn't there the second time he failed at opening layers. I was only there the
Yeah.
first time after the fight. So I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know about the presence and that it didn't work in the past. So I would be like, okay, yeah, let's take this.
Yep.
And I walk in as well.
And I guess I would follow after Gunnar.
Yep. Okay. So we see the four of them, one by one, slowly entering this torn space in which Stalker has opened. And then once they are in, we see this folded paper of reality kind of put itself back together. And we switch scenes. Back to you two. Last round, what do you do? Esteban, you're up. You're muted.
I think Constantine's supposed to go before me
I don't
in
think
the
so.
order.
I don't think so.
No, because I rolled doubles in the initiative, so I went second.
Yes,
I
and
went after the.
And Constantine
Okay, but
was in a
Constantine was-
mind
okay.
palace that
Cool,
has
cool.
set their thing back. Yep. So you go first.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was
that's
actually
okay.
just accidental. No, I mean this.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah.
So I'm feeling these things in my head still. I could still
Yes.
do
Yep.
something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was your turn, wasn't it? No. That was
Well,
her
it
turn.
was the
Yeah, no.
defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
were
yeah.
defending. Yep.
I'm going to, I guess, let go of the legs and try to protect myself by covering myself like I did to the hand.
Yep. Okay. Go
Now
ahead and roll.
this is an ability of mine now, but still just the same thing, right? Because they're doing something.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is it. Difficulty will be 40, but essentially what's going to happen here is this, if you succeed, it's going to give her a negative shift on her second roll to try to take
Okay.
you over.
Got
She
it.
needs to roll 3 successes in order to take over your body,
Okay.
or invade your body, I should say.
27.
All right. So, wow. Okay. Yep. You're going to give her a pretty heavy shift in fighting you. So you a positive defense shift
Okay.
against
got
the
it.
next roll. Yep. Constantine, what do you do?
If I can heal, I can harm. So if I can make people feel good, I can make them feel fucking awful. So I think I'm now filled with anger and rage. I have tried to heal, trying to get this entity out of this body. That's still my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that the only power she has is through having this body. Otherwise, why would she be using it it's fucking useless now. You know, like it's just a body. Why is she using it? Why are they using it? Just to be clear. So I would like to attempt to do what I did last time, but this time I am trying to expel them from this body.
Using hatred.
Using hatred.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. This is actually exactly how magic will work in the other world. So you can have a shift for this. So instead of 40, we're going to go for 45. Give you a 5 shift because you're doing the same thing, but instead of using like your sorrow and your sadness, you're going to use your rage. And depending on your roll, we'll see what happens. Go for it.
Dude.
Okay. 74. Constantine, just rough rolls today. But I think, Constantine, I would like to give you the knowledge that as you switch from this self-loathing or from the desire to heal and remorse to this like loathing and even maybe a little bit of self-loathing for what you have done, and all of this is compounding, you will feel the fire, you will feel power, you will feel magic course through your veins, but you're unable to wield it properly yet. But you know it's there for you to use. You just aren't really sure how to use it yet. But you have learned something, and that is that emotional resonance matters when you're spellcasting.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I move as well?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or then I would like to move away from the body.
Yep.
I would like to skedaddle, speed out of there, and just kind of like vampire.
I just
shift
imagine
away.
it's like a just a. You just back up and it looks like you've just teleported. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly.
All right. Now defense rolls. Esteban.
Go.
Yep.
Okay.
So instead of 40, it's going to be 40. It's going to be 50. 50-50 shot.
Okay.
Now, if she gets 3 successes here, she will invade your body.
And we don't know what she looks like for real yet because
Right.
Never mind. 14.
Okay. What does this look like?
As I'm feeling this and I'm struggling against it, I feel her trying to take like my will from me.
Yeah.
And this is like I'm in it's not quite, it's sort of panic, but it's like I have lost so much. I have had everything taken from me. The only thing I have kept time and time again is my will, and I will not let anyone take this from me, no matter how hard they try. And that's just like full focus. If all this stuff is like, if these tentacles are probably pouring into my ears or anything, I feel that it is going to help me stop this thing.
All right. The shadows cover over you, encase you and protect you. And I think maybe potentially it looks like it's seeping into your skin and then back out and then back in again, as it's kind of you're merging with the shadow power that you have in order to kind of protect yourself from being invaded. And that's where we end the episode. With you two facing off against this marionette in the alleyway and the other 4 having just slipped into another layer of space.
Can I yell something at her before we stop?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know what? It was a threat. Okay.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, everyone, for watching. Deathless, we will be back next Sunday. We're going to go record our green room, but we just want to say thank you for watching. It's getting crazy. Greg, I'm on to you.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's just there for the laughs. He's just farming laughs from you and Murgle specifically. And then if I get Trent, that's just cherry on top. And then Zambi's the whipped cream. And then Acorn's the sprinkles. And
That's a lot of really.
then I'm not going to give any of it to Orcish.
Oh, I'm feeling low again. Ain't shit I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go. Oh, I'm feeling low again. Ain't shit I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me, no. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me, no. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat.
No. No. Not again.